Well, a surprise development in the case of convicted sex abuser and former Penn State football coach Jerry Sandusky. ABC News has learned that one of his accusers, known as Victim 10, during the trial is expected to recant his testimony at a hearing next month. The now 82-year-old Sandusky was convicted back in 2012 on 45 counts of sexually abusing boys over a 15-year period. Sandusky is currently serving a 30 to 60-year prison term. Let's get right to our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky. So what more are we learning, Aaron?
Well, it's scheduled for September 8th, Kira, and we know that at this hearing, Jerry Sandusky is expected to be there. So is one of the prosecutors who was then with the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office. And so is this victim number 10, who was one of the young men who testified that Jerry Sandusky abused him during that period of more than a decade when he was found to have abused as many as 10 boys. Now this victim appears to be preparing to recant that testimony and tell the judge that Sandusky maybe didn't abuse him, at least not the way that he said at trial.
So do we know what may have led to this reversal of testimony?
We only know there was a sworn affidavit submitted by Victim 10 where he said that at first, when he was first interviewed by the Pennsylvania State Police about Sandusky, he didn't really recall being abused the way maybe others had suggested. And it appears that he has come to believe his testimony was either coerced or he was sort of coached into what to say, or came to believe under persistent prodding and questioning by investigators that he was abused. But looking back on it now, all of these years later, that he now believes something else and is prepared to tell the judge what that is, and that his testimony at the time against Sandusky may not have been fully accurate.
All right. Well, do you think, could recanting his testimony impact Sandusky's current sentence in any way?
It's a great question, Kira. And at this stage, this is just an evidentiary hearing. This is not going to be a motion for a new trial or anything like that. But Sandusky has long maintained his innocence. This trial upended Penn State University. If you'll recall, Kira, Joe Paterno, the legendary coach, was forced out. Sandusky clearly, too. He had a charity for disadvantaged young men that was completely upended also. To think now that this conviction may have been based, at least in part, on what at least one witness believes to have been false testimony, I think let's see what the judge does and whether other witnesses end up standing by their testimony.
All right. Well, we're definitely going to track it. Aaron Katersky, thank you.